Welcome to the weekend edition of the King Mo Show. It is September 2nd. So September, people say, oh, it's fall. It's not fall yet. That doesn't happen until August 22nd. That is when it officially starts. But it's a time of year where everybody starts talking about pumpkin beer. Okay, I don't know that anybody's really talking about pumpkin beer, but I decided to go out and try a pumpkin beer. And so I went to Wineworks in Springfield, and I was like looking around. I found like, okay, hey, here's one, here's another one. All right, I just figured I'd get two of them. And then as I walked around more, holy crap, there are so many pumpkin beers. I had no idea. I don't know if I've ever had a pumpkin beer. I became overwhelmed. So I kind of went a little bit off of, hey, I like how that looks. I like the color. And then when I was standing in line, there was more that I was like, ooh, that's a really cool packaging. I want to get that one. But for today, we have Slice. Slice style pumpkin ale from Wolf's Ridge Brewing in Callous, Ohio. Almost 100 pounds of pumpkin goes into making Slice. I can't believe there's 1,000 pounds of pumpkin in this can. So they don't really give you the ratio of how many pounds of pumpkin went into how many kegs of beer or something. So that could be very misleading. For all you math nerds out there, you know what I'm talking about. It's a caramel forward multi-rich beer, which we then season with fresh ginger, cinnamon, vanilla, and nutmeg. A hint of molasses offers complexity and sweetness. So this is Wolf's Ridge Brewing in Columbus, Ohio. That's one of the ones I was going to pick. I kind of like the colors. See that whole color combination thing happening there? Another one I picked was Callous Pumpkin Lager. Light, refreshing, crisp, and sweet. This is in Gahana. A lager brewed with pumpkin, vanilla, cinnamon, nutmeg, and allspice. So now, I don't know enough about this, but it sounded like this one, they brewed it with the pumpkin, then they threw in the spices. This one says it was brewed with the spices. I don't know. So I've got these two that I'm going to try. They were both about $2 at Wineworks. So I saw the Shipyard one. I just kind of liked it, the pumpkin smiley face on it. This one, it is brewed, you get a pick either in Portland, Maine, South Burlington, Vermont, or Rochester, New York. I don't know if it's better from one of the places or the other. But on this one, it says, let's see if we can get pairs perfectly with falling stars, glasses, football, and candy. I don't think any of those really sound good with this. I've never really eaten a football before, but it doesn't sound that great, and I don't think a pumpkin beer is going to make it any better. So setting that one aside, maybe I'll try it later without the show. So, of course, the King Mo glass. We're going to pour a little bit of the Callous and a little bit of the Slice. Compare them visually, and then we'll give them a taste test. Callous poured. That does not sound appetizing. I do not want to be drinking a Callous, eating a Callous, or anything. Okay, so now you can see. You can't see that. Okay, this is the Slice. It's a very dark color to it. And this is the Callous from Heart State, a much lighter color to it. This one smells, I smell the pumpkin. I don't really smell like what I would think of the spice flavors to it. And I don't smell anything on that one. Kind of crazy. So, because I poured it first, we're going to go for Heart State Callous, a sinfully different pumpkin beer. So I'm going to say I'm surprised. I really didn't know what to expect from a pumpkin beer, but that's kind of good. I do like darker beers, so that's going to fall into line with this. There's some sweetness in there, just a little bit, I think, of the cinnamon nutmeg, not very overpowering. That's a tasty beer. It reminds me of like an amber lager. All right, now for the Wolf's Ridge Slice. Whenever I smelled this one, I did not smell pumpkin. Whenever I'm drinking it, I really don't taste pumpkin or anything. Maybe a little bit of aftertaste of it. And I'm not looking for like a whole bunch of I haven't, again, first time I've had pumpkin beer, so I really didn't know what to expect. But to me, I would not ever even go, oh yeah, that's pumpkin beer. It's an amber lager, maybe. I'm trying to see. I think on the can it said what it was. It is, nope, pumpkin ale, 6.5% alcohol by volume, 15 IBU. This one was a lager. None of the other, it should have the 7% alcohol by volume. If I'm gonna go for one of them, I'm gonna go for this. Not because I'm like, ooh, I want a pumpkin spice latte beer. It just tastes like a good beer. Yeah, it's a little bit of pumpkin, a little bit of that sweetness in there too, the vanilla. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to go get a pumpkin beer, be prepared to be overwhelmed by the number of choices. But if you're in the Ohio area, between Slice and Callous from Heart State, I'd go for this one. There's the barcode if you want to scan it. So that wraps it up for this one. And yeah, have a great weekend. Share this, like this, tell your friends about it, all that type of goodness. Thanks.